All right, let's take a look at example number 5 here. It says Julio has been trading the stock price of, tracking the stock price of Computer Dudes Inc. over the 40 days since it started trading on the New York Stock Exchange. He models the stock price over the 40 days with the function below. The Y values represent, I'm going to go ahead and mark this. This is going to be my stock price. So stock price in dollars. All right. And the X values represent the days since the stock started trading. All right. So this is going to be number of days. All right. So during which days is the stock price between $1 and $2? Well, let's see here. So this is our $1 and $2. And so this is our kind of time frame here. And there's 2 periods of time that work for this. We've got, what is this? About day 12 or 13 to maybe day 14. All right, so it's looking like part B is the right answer, but let me make sure that the second half of part B makes sense. So day 25 to day 27, it does. All right, so part B is absolutely my answer here. All right, second multiple choice questions. During which days is the stock worth no money at all? Well, again, we talked about this in a different problem, but if we're talking about stock prices, you either are worth something or you're not. It's not like the company is going to owe money to the stock exchange. It's just a weird situation. So what we'd be looking at is this little portion of the graph that dips below the x-axis. This is where our function would be worth nothing. And that would be between, what is that, about day 16, 17 to day 22-ish? Let's see. All right. So I guess day 17 to day 23 would be the approximate answer there. All right. Over which days is the price of the stock the highest price? Okay. And what is the highest price on those days? So for this particular function, there are 2 maximum extrema that we can see. We have a maximum right here, and we have a maximum right there. So if we look at this maximum, I would say that's about day 4. All right. And we have a high price of, I'm going to think $5.50. Okay, so day 4 had a high price of, what did I say? That's $5.50. Okay. And then we have another maximum point here. So let's see. I'd say that's about day 38. And then let's see, day 38 had a high price of, let's go with $9. It's just a little bit over $9. So let's go $9 and, I don't know, 10 cents. Okay. All right. Using the Quartic regression, determine the average rate of change over the interval 25 to 35. Okay. So I need 2 ordered pairs here. What's happening at x is equal to 25 and what's happening at x is equal to 35. So let's see, 25 here, the price of the stock is basically $1. So let's call it $1. And then at 35, if I follow this up, the price of the stock is basically, I'm going to say it's $8. Okay. So I'm going to take my Y values, subtract those. I'm going to take my X values and subtract those. 8 minus 1 is 7. 35 minus 25 is 10. 7 over 10 is 0.7. All right, now for this one, I do like the decimal value because we're talking about money, and so it makes more sense to do it in terms of decimals than it does really in terms of fractions. And the last part of this problem is explain the meaning. And so we've talked about this a couple of times, but basically from day, get the right day first, 25 to day 35, the average, this is the stock price, okay, is increasing by 70 cents per day. Okay. And so we're going to make sure that we have a couple things here. We're identifying the interval. This number is positive, so our average rate of change is positive, which means we're increasing. And we want to make sure that we're talking about it as per day, that it's increasing, not across the entire interval. All right, so that's example number 5. And let me know if you have any questions or concerns.